Hello and welcome back to Portugal and to another installment in our Buying a Farm series. And in this video, we're going to go through 4 of our favourite properties that we found in central Portugal. I have to say, looking back at some of the footage, I'm amazed that they were our favourites and that we were so keen on them. But in all honesty, these were a part of our shortlist. But in every case, there was one or maybe a couple of things that were deal breakers and we didn't end up offering on these. But these were some of the ones that we really liked. And we'll go through each of them. I'll kind of keep quiet through most of the viewing so you get a bit of that experience of what we were seeing and the questions we were asking. And then we'll go through the pros and cons of each at the end of each one. So here's our first property, a 3-bed country house near the city of Tomar.
Let's see.
Oh, this is a little bit better. This is much better than the other one. It has some more structure to it.
Good flue there. Yeah.
Yeah, it might need a bit of attention.
Whoopa. Yeah.
Don't touch too much. Okay.
It's just old like storage buildings for
exactly.
the animals and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Nice stone walls though.
There's a bathroom
Oh, there's even
that you can use.
You can even use it.
Yeah, it was done
Yeah, I see it off, yeah, that's
but, it has the toilet, the bidet, and
Look at that. Beautiful.
Yeah, we could just move in.
this part here, there was some water infiltration in here, and the stair didn't
survive. Wow.
But you can see it still has a big attic space.
Yes, it's huge.
It's big enough to convert to
Yes,
make another
absolutely.
storage, or some people end up just converting into like an ensuite,
Yeah.
having the old room as an ensuite, had a bathroom, and this is the old fire, similar to the other one.
Yes, yes.
Some of
And
these
this
look
one, what to do
Yes.
is to remove all this and
Yeah,
bring
just-
back the old
Exactly.
timber.
Yeah.
wood, the timber. There's some floorboards that are still look in good condition. This part,
Maybe not this
all
one over
part,
here.
It looks in good conditions, but there's some that are really rotten. So my advice would be
Be careful.
take them all and be careful. Yes.
Oh, wow. There's your view.
This one is bigger in footprint than the other one.
Yeah, and this
Three rooms, of course.
it's a bit more like a manor house.
Yes.
The higher ceilings,
Yeah.
the doors are double doors with the glass on top.
Lovely views, honey.
Yeah, I know.
Big windows.
Bit of a damp issue. And like 3 meter tall.
There's no main sewage in the village yet.
Oh, that's the septic, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's quite the big one.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes in the past they would do just like a little hole and just to, but this one now you can see it's a big square, and usually they do it in like a circle way.
Yeah.
It will have a drainage
Yep.
that it will never get full, and even if it gets, the council has a service, they will come with a pipe
Yep.
and just
Pump it out.
yeah.
It's an amazing tree, huh?
So this place gave us a lot to think about because it was really a stunning building. That was what really attracted us to this place. Before we'd even seen it, actually, we'd seen the picture, almost this picture that we're looking at right here. and we were like, oh, this looks interesting. And so it had lots of character. There was a lot of storage space and with that potential to convert the downstairs area as well. And the location was very quiet, very peaceful, lovely views from the windows as well. However, it was a little bit small in terms of the land, and it was a bit uneven. Some of it was the woodland, so not a huge amount of space, all very much on the hill. Inside, of course, we had the rotten staircase, where the water had come in, not really ideal. But I think probably the biggest issue here was a combination of the size of the land and the proximity to local amenities. So whilst we really liked the character here, this one wasn't quite for us. Let's move on to our second one, which was just down the road, actually. Lovely. Is that a wasp's nest? Or is it a big pile of cushions?
Yes, it's a wasp's nest of some description. Oh no, it's a cushion on a cushion.
Lovely.
Oh, what do you see in there?
Oh, this is nice. Yeah, okay. There's the basement down there.
Oh, there's a basement?
Well, there's a big hole in the floor down here.
Watch out for a cobwebs.
Lovely. Oh, goodness. And here as well.
Yeah, that wall must be going out.
Yeah.
It's detached itself.
Jesus. Akkers, you bring me to the strangest places. Some movement.
Probably because the roof
There is
all
some
down,
movement,
it's pushed
yes.
it out.
I mean, yeah. Something special.
Footprint.
There's a great footprint. There's a bit of a crack over there.
Again, wall
So
moving.
there's the crack, if you can't see it.
Bit of damp. I mean, maybe we need to fix the roof or something.
Yeah, there's definitely
A bit more damp here.
bit of damp up there.
Yeah. Bit of damp.
Bit of damp over there. A little bit.
I mean, that room is a masterpiece.
It's magic, isn't it?
Okay.
Sometimes it depends
Okay.
if it's registered.
Right. So you still have to register the support.
Yes.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah, you still
Interesting.
it's
The new one.
but the stone
Got
ones
it.
you're going to build it up, but something like that you might plaster it and just use it again.
I mean, this is also a huge field.
It was a huge
Yeah, to the bottom of this house.
Wow.
Yes. Oh, well, that was my next question. Do you know how long it's been empty?
No, I don't. What was the bathroom like?
Didn't see one actually. So this place surprisingly gave us a lot to think about because again, it's a beautiful old building, loads of character. Also in this case, huge amounts of land as well, both near the house, a very large flat area, which would make a great veg garden. Also further down the hill with the area for the animals. Also had the big vineyard as well. It was one of those places where we walked around and just kind of kept looking at each other going, this is bonkers, right? Because we really like it, but it is a complete disaster. Like the walls were falling down. We didn't really get a good shot of it, but the front wall of the house was bowing out. That's how it had detached from the wall, and there was that big crack down the side. But there was the caved-in roof, there was loads of damp, there was a downstairs, a couple of bodegas as well. but they were kind of had the floors were caving in from above. So basically it was a disaster and really expensive. Like, I couldn't believe the price of this one, almost 140,000 euros, which doesn't sound like a huge amount of money compared to UK property, but when you look at the condition of it, it was very high indeed. But it really did give us something to think about, this one. And again, we were getting closer to the type of property, somewhere with a bit of character, with a bit of story, a bit of history. But this one was just a bit too rich for us. Let's move on to the next place, which is actually the very first place that we went to see over in Castelo Branco.
All of this cloud.
All this cloud, yeah. And then it goes all the valley where you see the green grass on the bottom. And
Lovely vines.
here on the back is like a pantry, and we have the automatic system for the borehole.
Okay.
So the pressure water. Okay. This part here, where we have the kitchen, is the inner part where we have wood, because then on the other side we have already concrete roof.
Okay.
It's only more for storage. Yes. The nice thing is on the kitchen is even if you want to have a bigger kitchen, this wall is easy to take out. So there we have like the living room with one bedroom. That division don't have a window.
Oops, watch out for the bat.
The butt. I don't have long hair, so I don't have problem.
Oh, there's many of them.
Yeah.
There you go.
The bat house.
There you go.
There's one left.
They jump to the other division. So this is another small bedroom, okay? The window. This one, maybe taking the wall and you have a big bedroom.
Yeah, it's much better. More space. Wow, it just looks like it's frozen in time.
Yeah.
And then this is the bathroom.
Yeah. Current. Oh yeah. So there's a fireplace there. Comes with freezer.
It's amazing that there's keys even. The old bathroom, yeah.
Very beautiful.
Lovely.
And then we have these two big rooms here. It's considered agricultural building.
This one, yeah.
But this one with a project, you can then join to the house
Yeah.
easily, okay?
Yeah.
Because we have already the walls here, so it's much more easily.
Yeah.
And this one is already here for...
This makes it easier to see when there's.
Yeah, definitely. If you knock all the walls down in the other one, it's...
Imagine like a vaulted ceiling
Yes.
for like this is a lounge.
And then this
space.
all insulated up here
Yeah.
and redone because it's not perfect.
It's not perfect. I would want to make a few changes.
It's like you.
No, not perfect by far.
This,
What's this one? 2 hectares.
yes.
That side is also part. Is where we have the pond.
And is it for irrigation or for...
They've been using for irrigation,
Yeah.
yes.
Stamp it out.
And then we have this forest here.
Yeah.
So this was an interesting one because it was literally the very first property we ever saw. And it's one that we requested to see from the agent, and we went and we saw a whole bunch in one day with these guys from Castelo Branco. And this was the Quintessential farm building. Single story, lots of agricultural buildings and space for animals and stuff like that. Really nice views, loads of land and plenty of water, also with the forest area behind. So there was lots going for this. And at this stage we knew no different. But in terms of the cons, some of the rooms were very small, and a building project with an architect and lots of admin would be required to increase the habitable area of this place and kind of join it onto the agricultural building so that we could redevelop all of that space. So a little bit of a headache there, and also lots and lots of work, though that's not something that we're too scared of. But really for this one, it ended up being the location. So it turns out we just aren't as big a fans of the far east of the country near Castelo Branco, we much preferred the centre of the central region around where we've ended up near Ceuta. But a really interesting place and lots of potential for anybody who does like that area. We'll move on to the last one of this video, which was a large country house near Pedrogão Grande.
Part. And I'm going to show you still where. Yeah. And here, you see this line of the eucalyptus. This is somewhere here. From here.
So that's not as easy to explain.
No.
They are cutting this soon.
I can just cut them for them.
And these ones also. Maybe in 1 year, they will be gone. And the property comes till here.
Yeah. And then they cleared that side a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know how many meters from there to there, but it's not 50. What we know that the forest was here before the house, of course, but they always had good relationships to keep these. That's
Well,
why.
it's clear underneath mostly.
Yeah,
so
and also here.
Yeah.
So this is the line going.
Yep.
Going up. Okay. This here
That's beautiful.
was a storage, but this is nice because
Yeah.
you can see on the pictures there was when they were living here, there was some tables outside here near the barbecue. So all of these structure it's already
Yeah, it's nice.
very solid.
Lovely walls.
Now let's go. See this? This is stone. They kept it and they put a kind of
sealant.
varnish.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's lovely.
What they made here, this was a small living area, good insulation. Here, you also can see the structure of the house in case to go check tiles, something. That's one access that they kept. They kept that. This is a bread oven.
That's super cool.
Isn't it?
And this, and here just a go ahead.
Yeah.
A shower, toilet,
Good.
Yeah, it's a perfect little guest.
small gas. Yes. Yeah.
Small guest house.
Nothing special. That door goes to outside. I will show you. I don't have that key.
That's okay.
As long this is not being used, it's starting to be worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, of course.
But this is nice. Suppose that you want to do some rebuilding stuff inside.
Exactly.
what
And
You
we
can
can
live.
stay here.
You can stay here half a year or maybe less, and doing that slowly yourself or
Yeah.
something. From that corner over there goes
All the way.
till that corner.
And then
But you see here, this land, it's not so good to do some vegetables. You see, this
Yes,
is
yes.
rocky. Okay,
very rough.
only in the front
Yeah.
you have that. Nunca
This
pior.
area. What
Yeah.
else you do now? Let's see, or 10 beds of whatever.
Okay.
Maybe.
Tá bem, vá.
It's not huge.
Não, tá aí,
it's, not,
tá aí.
it's not tiny.
Vá. Até já. Tchau. You have a lemon tree, orange, fig tree, nespera. In this land, yes. In this land you can make here a small
Small garden.
part of...
Yeah.
I don't know if this was the main entrance or not. There's another door in the side.
Beautiful doors.
And there's another one here. So there's 3 entrances. We're gonna use
You see this?
Yeah, the stone is beautiful.
stone, yeah.
It's very nice.
It's so beautiful.
all of these render. If you take the render, you have the stone in the
Yeah.
back. This is large stone walls.
Yes.
There's a nice room, but all of these old-fashioned.
You could just paint it and be fine.
Yes, of course, but the cabins are. No, but they are not so bad. But
No.
But I could restore them for something else.
that's the place of the kitchen. That was remember that I told you the gas bottles outside, the connections to the boiler. This is no longer working properly, of course. The electricity. They made these. They are more recent, but I don't know if they are okay. Maybe they might be all of these plugs.
Yeah, but it's all
All these are
you need to be hidden.
This room here, I don't understand why they made this is a wooden thing because this was a room. Why not to
Make the whole
knock this all down and you have the dining here? Because why this here? But this is very easy to.
Yeah, it's just take it straight out. Yeah.
What I told you about, you have the double glaze already.
Oh, it's double glazing already.
But they kept the
Old shutters. That's
old
nice.
shutters.
As you should.
Yeah.
They just, which is good not to be putting water inside. I believe that this is okay. After when they made this, okay. Might be okay, you need to check. Okay. All of this. This is the main electricity thing. This door also goes to the front, you see? Can come through here.
Around the photo. Yes.
Okay.
I like this where you can just open the shutter to check who's there.
The shower and the bathroom.
It's lovely.
I'm gonna open this light for you, the window.
Have you seen this?
Yeah, that's the big
Yeah.
door at the back.
Electricity, I believe so. This one, that's the one that I was, this is very small. So if you knock this, you have a bigger one.
Yes.
But this is the only one that, floor that is
Sure.
damaged.
Yep.
I don't know if there was any rain before they put these ones.
No.
This one here you need to replace. That's the only thing that I, on the all of the rooms that I see.
Oh, this is not so bad size.
I like these period features.
Yes.
Some of these doors have got bits missing.
Yeah, that's true. There's your air conditioning.
These
We've done this many times.
already you are used to that. Okay.
We've done many in London. So this is slightly different. But,
Very different.
We always buy the ones that have to be fixed.
As I was telling you, they were here in 18 and they left in the summer. That's why we don't
That's amazing.
So this was another one of those properties that really made us think, mostly because of this. Look at these beautiful doors and all of the various period features. Definitely a bit of a theme in this video, I'm sure you'll have noticed. Yes, this was interesting because it had a lot going for it. It was a really nice big house, very stately, very peaceful location, although perhaps that also went against it a little bit in terms of being a bit too remote. But I think one of the biggest plus points here, alongside the period features, was the cottage, which we could potentially have moved straight into whilst we were doing the work. But then I think one of the biggest cons that goes kind of hand in hand with the remoteness was there was no internet coverage here. So no 4G, but also no good quality, fast broadband. And that is a bit of a deal breaker for us because we do so much remote working. Also, the land wasn't particularly good. There was some steep bits with lots of trees, and there was some hilly, bumpy bits that would have been, needed a lot of work to get into shape. So all of those things combined kind of pushed this one off the end of the list, unfortunately, but we really wanted to like it because of the charm and the period features. So where does that leave us at the end of this video and the previous one where we showed some other places that we had seen that didn't really line up in terms of the dreams versus the reality? Well, we'd seen a lot of property, we'd looked at a lot of different areas, and we were starting to get a much better idea of what we were looking for. And it really came down to two things. We wanted something with a bit of character, a bit of wow factor, in a great location, but we also wanted the land to do whatever we want to do now, but also whatever we might want to do in the future. And so the next video, we're going to talk about one place that we found that we absolutely fell in love with. We actually made 3 offers on it. And it kind of brings up this conversation about how much land is too much land or how much land is the right amount of land. So we'll save all of that for the next episode, and we'll show you around this place that was really quite incredible, but was just a little bit out of reach, and we'll maybe look at why that was a good thing. So I'll see you next time.